Welcome, everyone, to our Zoom Improv show. We're so excited to have you here today or tonight, depending on where you are in the world. You could be down under, mate, with your Sheila. Isn't it weird that when I do an Australian accent, I have to make that weird face? Mate? I have a lot of friends in Australia, so not making fun. I love places down under. Now, there's really exciting times to have a new online platform to reach all these audiences all around the world simultaneously. Our improv group has really been making an effort to ensure Zoom Improv is a fun and unique experience for both our cast and for you and our audience. So welcome. First of all, please keep your camera and your mic off while you're watching the show. So unless you want to become part of the show, I will call on you. We really want you to participate. So turn on your chat and talk with us there. So if I ask you for an occupation, a place of work, a situation, a time in history, how exciting, a time in history, I love that part. Please put it in the chat. I may not pick it because there's going to be so many, but you might get to hear one of your suggestions. That's kind of fun. You're kind of part of the show in that respect. You will be experiencing different games, and I'll be explaining them as we go. And we'll be asking you again for those suggestions. I hope you enjoy the show. These guys, my cast, my students, my wonderfully talented people have been working really hard to make this show for you exciting and fun, and it will be. So otherwise, welcome to our show. And the first two up are going to be our actors, Lily and Joanna. So please turn on those cameras. Joanna, Lily, wave, say hello. Now, we're going to do something very unique. Now, in theater, all the time, you're going to be wearing costumes, makeup, and sometimes even masks. In the old Greek, when theater first started, of course, they wore many masks, and you had to act behind those masks. So it's difficult because you only can use your eyes, maybe, or your mouth. But these two actors are going to pick faces from our cast that they're going to make in a moment, and they're going to put them on, literally taking on that mask, that face, and doing a scene with those faces, never changing their face back to normal, to their normal, beautiful faces. They're going to keep those weird masks, no matter how weird it is, okay? Now, before we do that, we're going to get a simple suggestion for these two. Where do these two work? We'll put that in the chat. Somebody put that in the chat for me. Where do these two work? Let's see. Coming up. Let's chat it up. Come on, chat. Where do they work? Somebody, anybody. Help me out here. They work at the dollar store, all right? So these two work at the dollar store. Now, our other actors are going to put on their cameras with the faces. They'll pick those faces, and then everybody will go black, and we'll start our scene. So let's open up our cast, and let's see some of those weird faces for these two. Oh, there's Susan. Uh-oh. There's Susan. There's Lynda Stein. Uh-oh, look at that. Mark. Okay, Yvette. Yvette, you need a little light. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Lisa. All right. Brian. Here's Brian's. Okay, Brian's is very interesting. Let's keep going here. All right, that's it, I think. All right, so Joanna, Lily, pick your faces. Tell me who you're picking so the audience knows that you're doing the face. So Joanna?
I will pick Lynda Stein.
Lynda Stein. And Lily, who are you picking?
I will pick Susan's.
All right. So Susan's face was made. Joanna, now they're going to use these two faces in a scene. They work at the dollar store, and this is masks.
Ooh. Oh my gosh! The roof is leaking! I can't believe this! You need to get a bucket!
I can't get a bucket because my hands are glued to my head.
Oh my gosh, not again!
I'm sorry, I know you told me not to use it, but I did. I was trying to fix the cash register again, and I got them stuck.
Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Okay, I'm going to try to pull your hands, okay?
Okay,
let's see if this works. It's not working. Okay,
I got an idea. What if I sit underneath the leaking roof and just let the water pour over it? Maybe the glue will come off.
I think that's a wonderful idea. Okay, stay right in front of it. Okay. You're getting a little wet. Are you okay?
I'm okay. It's getting in my eyes, but I'm okay.
Here, there's $1 umbrella. Hold on, I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that better?
nice. That's so nice. Thank you.
Okay.
There's the
no, it's
customer.
leaking
What are
over
we gonna
here
do?
too. It's leaking over here too.
Oh no, that customer's gonna think we're crazy.
Oh my gosh. There's no one else here. How are we gonna help them?
Excuse me. I
Yeah.
want you on aisle 8. Get back to work, or you'll be fired. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. See you. Yeah. I say you go and help that customer. I'll sit here. I'll try and get the water off, and I'm just trying to get this stuff off my head.
Okay.
And scene. Thank you, ladies. Go black. Good job. There's our first scene. It's called Masks. A wonderful performance. Very funny. And again, you see, we used your suggestion and we made it up on the spot. That is the essence of improv. And again, these two are brilliant, as everyone else is. So we're going to move on to another fun game. This one is called Scripts. First, I'll get my two actors, Bryan and Joanna. Joanna will be back. Thank you, Bryan. Joanna's back. She's got her hands taken off her head to get that glue off. All right. So Bryan has a script. Now, Joanna doesn't know what script. She's never seen the script. She's never heard the lines. Okay. This is just something Bryan had laying around. He has many scripts laying around his house. So he picked one. And he literally has them in cabinets. The dishwasher didn't work right. The ink ran. Going to happen, but he has them all over. He picked one and he's going to do a scene with Joanna with those scripts. Now, this is the interesting part. Joanna's going to have to do a scene with Bryan, not knowing what he's going to say. He's saying it directly from a script, and she's going to have to deal with it, justify it, drive the scene forward, using the script that Bryan has. And Bryan's not just going to read the lines, he's going to interact with Joanna, but reading those lines. So this is an interesting, very interesting, because it's just like being in a play, except one person doesn't know the lines. So it's kind of fun, but we call it scripts. All right, so for these two, let's give them a moment in history. Just put it in the chats. We'll get one right now. I know, I feel it. Okay. All right, well, the War of 1812, I guess that's where we're going. Hey, we travel. That's what's great about improv. We can future, the past, the present, all wonderful things. All right, so the War of 1812, this is called Scripts. Bryan's reading from a script, Joanna's not, and enjoy.
Bryan, I don't know how much more. I don't know how much more of this war I can take.
Well, too bad we don't have time to settle this.
I know. We're running out of time. I say we just surrender and just give up and quit.
So how about this? Just this once, you hand that to me.
You want the rifle? You don't even know how to fire this thing. Are you sure? Okay.
Well, you really have to be in charge of everything, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm the one that's been in the Army for the past 4 years. You've been in this for 4 months. You don't know nothing, son.
Wow, Joy. I didn't mean to hit a nerve. It's just, we're creating this together. Okay. But as you've gone along, I've started to feel like I'm your employee, and now you're like, I'm not like your partner.
That's because everything you set your hands to, you mess up. I tell you, fire the cannon. And you nearly shot me with a gun. Okay, when you're told to light a cannon, you gotta actually light the cannon, not fire a pistol. Yeah, you're the worst soldier ever. No wonder we're losing this war.
No, you're kind and you're subtle, but here we are, and you're making all the decisions.
Yes, I am. So I want you to listen to me and give me my gun back. Give it back. Give it back right now. I want my gun back.
At first, because your choices are all so smart and right. But now you're not even asking me.
You're right. I am telling you. I want my gun. Give it. I want my gun. And for that matter, I also want your hat there, soldier. Because you are fired. You are done in this war. We are losing because of you. You're done.
But that's not my point there. You care more about the result. I care more about the process.
Yes, the result is in me living. I want to go home and live.
And scene. Brilliant. And go black. Wow. This game blows me away every time. Good job, Bryan. Go black. We never know the script. We never know what suggestion we're going to get. And amazing. That was probably one of the most amazing script scenes I've seen, even from rehearsal. So I'm just, wow. It's just so fun to watch and so amazing. These guys, again, they're knocking it out of the park. And we're moving on. We have more games to play. All right, so the next one we're gonna play is called Hats. So first, let's get our actors. We have Lisa and Mark. There's Mark with his hat and Lisa. She'll come on here in a moment. Well, while she's coming on, oh, there she is. Perfect. So as you can see, the two actors here have put on random hats that they had at their house. Okay, and this is what they're gonna use to create a character. Now, a lot of actors, especially the big, wonderful actors, pardon me, will build from the outside in, instead of starting with what's on the inside and then working outward to create a character. Some start with costume, with what's affecting them outside, and that's how they build towards the inside, right? So a hat, a coat, maybe a cane. A good example, Charlie Chaplin, right? He uses that cane. Right, so that cane is a part of his character. The shoes, Charlie Chaplin's hat, right? These are all things that create the tramp. It's not just his acting or himself, but that costume. So we're going to use these hats. They don't know what suggestions they're going to get. They don't know what's going to happen, but they're going to use these hats to create a character. So it's not Lisa performing. It's not Mark performing, even though I'm sure Mark walks around town in that hat. I don't want to point fingers, but I'm almost positive. But they're going to use that in the scene and create characters and create a beautiful scene. Now, for these two, let's, life-changing moment. What's a life-changing moment? Somebody put that in the, Martha, it's a good suggestion. Martha's sewing the flag, but I want like a life-changing moment, like something that happens in a human's life. That's more marriage proposal. Okay, marriage proposal. Lisa and Mark are doing their hats. They have their hats on. They're going to make the characters. And again, this is hats.
I brought you out here for a special reason, sweetie. We've known each other for a long time. And I brought you to the speakeasy. It's why I'm wearing this hat.
I just love this hat.
Well, I know you do, but you kind of wore the wrong hat for this special occasion that you know nothing about. I mean, you look like you just stepped out of a blizzard.
I might have been a little cold.
Well, you're making this moment very cold right now.
I'm sorry, honey.
Well, that's okay. I just tipped my hat to you for the effort. We've known each other for a long time. And I would like to see all of you. Can you take that hat off, please? I mean, just want to see your crown, that beautiful crown of hair you have. What do you think you're doing? A strip show or something? We're in a speakeasy.
I'm trying to be sexy.
Well, do you need a hat to do that? It's just, you know, you don't need to be stocking it away either.
I guess not.
I guess not either. No. No, but how about put the hat down? You look like you're cuddling it like a baby blanket.
Well, I really am cold. I want to just put it on.
You know, I want to cover my face because you're starting to be embarrassing me in this place.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. But what did you bring me here for?
Well, I brought you here because we've known each other for a long time,
Yes, I know that.
even with the goofy glasses you wear.
Yes.
They're still big enough I can see your eyes. And Lisa,
Yes.
I hope you ordered us a drink.
I'm sorry?
I hope you ordered us a drink so we
I
can toast
did.
this moment.
I got you
The
a
way-
Guinness. I got you a Guinness.
You got me a zit?
A Guinness. Here's a Guinness. You know,
Oh,
the beer.
you got me a pint.
Yes.
Oh, well,
And I got myself a shot of whiskey.
whiskey. I think we should switch it because whiskey's more a guy thing, don't you think?
Okay, let's switch.
Well, just don't spill on your hat, whatever you do.
I got my pint of Guinness.
Well, wait, hold it. Yeah, I haven't popped the question yet.
Pop the question. What?
I haven't popped the question yet. I know you're excited. I can see it written all over your face. Lisa, will you marry me? That's shocking, huh? But come on, put my whiskey down. Put it down.
No, I can't marry you.
Why can't you marry me? I mean, I love you, hat and goofy hat and glasses and all. I'll even let you wear them to the altar.
I'm so
But
sorry. I just don't love you.
Does that sweeten the pot?
I just don't love you.
You don't love me just because I tease you about your silly hat and goofy glasses?
No, I'm so sorry.
I'm stunned. I'm just really stunned. I'm
And
disappointed.
and scene. That was hats. Thank you, you two. Wonderful, beautiful. Again, you can see how something so small as a hat or glasses really affects your performance and your creation of a character. That's a lot of technique that a lot of actors will use. Again, putting on a soldier's uniform or boots or whatever it may be to make you feel more in character, more in tune with who you are as that character. But we're moving on to a wonderful game, but let's get our actors first. Let's see Lynda and Lily. Hello, ladies. All right. First of all, I need a wacky. Now, you'll want to say Hawaii or Miami, right? Or New York, but I want a wacky place that somebody would go on vacation. Something out of the ordinary, something not so normal. Put that in the chat, please. A Bulgarian zoo. You guys are on vacation in a Bulgarian zoo. Now, what's going to happen is these guys are going to use our cast to create tableaus or pictures, right? So when you see the actors, they're not going to be moving because it's a picture. They're going to create these pictures for Lynda and Lily of their vacation. They're going to show us, the audience, their vacation pictures, right? Of course, in the old days, you'd take it to your photo mat, you'd wait 2 weeks, you'd get your pictures back. Maybe you've got slides, you put them in a little slideshow and show them that way. But we're going to use our computer here because it's the future, right? So each of our actors are going to make pictures for them, and they're going to talk about their vacation and show us their beautiful vacation pictures. And again, this is called vacation.
Oh, I had the best time in Bulgaria.
No, who would have thought Bulgaria would have been so much fun?
I know, right? I'm just glad we went when it was like in the mid 70s, you know, it was so nice. And that zoo, that was amazing. Oh my gosh. Let's just look at some of the pictures. Those animals are so cute.
There's that monkey. that monkey was making faces at us.
I
Can you believe
remember.
it? I did this back to him. That was so cool.
I
Thank
know.
you. Oh my gosh, the monkey's awesome.
And then the monkey was scaring me too. See, there I am. I'm terrified. Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah. Yeah, and there you are again, terrified. I mean, that just one more terrifying moment, 2 terrifying moments. My gosh.
And then there's that woman who was just so judgy of the little moose that was in the corner. I was like, come on, he's shy.
That caretaker hid behind that chair and was staring at us like he was a monkey. He was, I don't know what his problem was, but he sure felt like, okay, I think he's into those monkeys.
And then that one monkey next to him was just judging him the entire time. He was like, I'm the monkey here, not you.
Oh, wait, you know what though? The sexy monkey, did you see her? She was coming on you, I think. She liked girls.
I know. That was so funny. Oh, and then the other monkey was just picking his nose. He was really digging for gold. I mean, the monkeys in general were just crazy.
Yes, you know what? There was that hyena that made crazy faces. The guy hyena, you know, he wasn't laughing. They say hyenas are supposed to laugh, but they don't. He didn't laugh.
They were just like so bored in general, honestly. Like there's one of the hyenas who was just sleeping the entire time.
Yes.
Like, I came here to hear you laugh like in the movies, but I guess
Well,
not.
I know, and it reminded me of the movie.
Then
Do you
I am
know
telling
that-
telling the hyenas off. I was like, come on, I came here to see you laugh. But they just didn't want to.
I know you wouldn't give up either. I remember that. But, you know, I had to point at the hyena who had attitude. I was pointing at the hyena who was just sitting there like, whatever.
Then the monkey from the other cage escaped and grabbed your phone. Remember? There he
Oh,
is.
yes, I do remember my
Oh my
phone went. Oh my goodness, I had a headache though. It gave me a really headache because I what do we do without our phone in Bulgaria in the 70s? It was one of those great big ones.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Oh, there I am. One of the hyenas, remember when they finally laughed? And I was so happy. I was like, finally. And there I am. I was so happy.
And that caretaker, that caretaker was again with attitude. He showed us all his teeth. Yeah, I think he thinks he's an animal. I think there's something wrong with him.
I know, the caretakers were so straight. Oh, there you are taking a selfie, of course.
Always. Always. Why wouldn't I?
Of course.
Oh, wait a minute. I think that monkey kept picking her nose. She could not stop. Could not stop.
I know. She was really digging for gold, just like the other one.
Yes, I know. And you know what, though? My favorite part is when the caretaker wanted to hang himself. You see him choking himself off. I think he didn't like people or something.
They were all crazy. It was really funny.
And
Oh,
you know, wait.
there's the caretaker again. Oh my gosh. Just drinking all of his water. Honestly, I don't know if that was water. He seemed like he was having a pretty bad day.
I know. I really thought it might have been liquor. Okay.
Oh, probably.
Oh my goodness. That monkey was not in good shape. His stomach really hurt.
I know. Oh, and I had a migraine in the middle of the day, just like you. Ugh, my head was hurting so bad. I remember that.
You know, remember when we went over to the elephant thing and the elephant had that really short trunk?
Oh, yeah.
Someone had wiped it off or lopped it off. Maybe it was in a care program or something.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, there's the caretaker again when he tried to punch the camera. I was like, dude, come on. We just got this back from the monkey. Like, what are you doing?
I know.
It's your vacation. Good job, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a crazy vacation at a Bulgarian zoo. But it was fun. It's fun for the other actors to interact with each other in the cast. Just so you know, if anyone is ever interested in doing improv, this is the place to come. It's fun. We're a family. There's a safe place that you can let your hair down, not be scared, and learn a wonderful new technique of improv. You know, you don't have to just be an actor. You can use improv when you're doing a meeting for your company, or you're waiting tables. Every table is a new show and a new way or chance to do some improv. But we'll talk about that later. Moving on to our next game. We're going to play a game called Quirks. We're going to have Yvette and Lisa come on and join us. There's Yvette. Hello, Miss Jones, Miss Manero. All right. So these two ladies, we're going to play a game called Quirks. So first, we're going to get, let me have for Lisa some crazy quirk that she does with her body. Something she does with her hands or her face. Anybody can, she tries to lick their own chin. So she has a crazy quirk, which is very strange to me. She's trying to lick her own chin. And for Yvette, something different that doesn't have to do with her head. So she shouts out for God and country. So Yvette will randomly shout out for God and country during this scene. Lisa, poor Lisa, is trying to lick her own chin. And for this scene, for these two, let's get a current event. Something in the news. Let's see what we get over here. Just hold on a moment. Okay. COVID. What's of course? Well, what is in the news? COVID, right? So we're going to be using a scene about COVID, whatever that means to these two actors. Lisa, she'll be trying to lick her own chin. Yvette randomly shouts out for God and country. We're going to find out where they are and what they're doing in this scene. And this is Quirks.
Oh, sis, I'm really worried.
I know it's all over the news about this COVID for God and country.
Yeah,
What are we going to do about COVID?
I'm a little bit feeling kind of funky. My head is starting to hurt and my nose, I feel like I'm all stuffed up and.
Oh my goodness, for God and country, do you think you might have COVID? Oh my goodness, I think that was one of the symptoms as well. Is that your nose leaking? And are you trying to?
But my nose has been really kind of running and I can't smell or taste anything. I hope we didn't give anything to Mom.
Oh no, for God and country, if she gets COVID, I mean, it could be very serious.
It could be.
Sis?
Yes.
Have you gone to the doctors yet? Or have you taken a PCR test?
I just made an appointment because I feel really like stuffed up and it's just, and it's been running and my head has been hurting and I just can't taste anything.
I mean, I'm having country. Are you looking at your snot on your chin? Because you keep on doing that.
I can't. I'm trying to help it, and I just can't help it.
God and country. What are we gonna do about this, sis? You know you need to be isolated. Yeah,
I know.
You're having a spasm there, sis.
I'm sorry. I just feel like I feel like crap. But now you've been around me. Are you going to get COVID too?
Oh, for God and country, I hope not. I don't want to start looking like that. Oh my goodness, you're not looking too good, sis.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my head really hurts. What are we going to do? Are we going to die? I think we're going to die.
Please, if you do die or anything, but don't make those faces. I mean,
I'm sorry.
I think you need to lie down. Lie down. For God and country, please just lie down. Take care of yourself.
Oh.
Are you feeling better? Are you feeling?
Oh my goodness. I think I see my body down there. What is going on?
Yeah, I agree. You do look yucky. Yeah.
I feel like I'm out of my body right now. I'm out of my body right now. My body is on the floor. Oh my gosh, what is going on? This is the weirdest. This virus is crazy.
Yes.
And scene. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Of course, this is comedy. We're making light of a serious situation of COVID, and we need to. We've been in this for a while now, and making light of something in this time is our job as comedians. We're putting a mirror up to society into what's happening in society. So even though COVID is a serious situation, we've made a little funny scene about it. So congratulations to both of them. They were very funny. I think Lisa can actually lick her own chin. So that was a good suggestion. No offense, Lisa, but it's a pretty good trick. All right, so we are moving on to our next game. Now, we do have a lot of support groups. For example, AA, right? Alcoholics Anonymous, NA, Narcotics Anonymous, but there's many, 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 many. If you watch one of my favorite movies, The Fight Club, you will see that with Ed Morton, of course, you'll see that he goes to like 15 different support groups. So there's something for everyone. So we are going to have a support meeting here for you today, for the audience. But we're going to get something wild, again, not something normal, not something that's ordinary, but something that's really weird and crazy that we're addicted to. And that's going to be what our support meeting is all about. And I will be holding that support meeting. So first, before our actors come on, give me, okay, I guess we got a suggestion. We're going to use lollipops. We are addicted to lollipops. So let's get our actors on. I just want to write that down. And we're going to have our support group. And we are addicted to lollipops. All right. And again, this is support group. Well, thank you everybody for coming. Of course, this is the Wednesday night support group for those who are addicts or addicted to lollipops. The unfortunate part, as you can see from my situation, is my lips have locked in the perpetual sucking position of lollipops. And that's one of the side effects of years and years of lollipop addiction. So welcome. Thank you, Joanna, for making the coffee. And
No problem.
yes, and setting up, the little snacks and water. Of course, no lollipops, because we are addicted to lollipops. We can't have lollipops here. We should never, have lollipops. But we are going to start our meeting of the Wednesday night lollipop group. Okay. To start off, we're gonna each just do a little sharing. Bryan will go first. Bryan, why don't you share with us your experience with the addiction to lollipop?
I'm Bryan. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Bryan.
Hi, Bryan.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a long time lollipop addict. And I'm just really thankful that I gave up the addiction and have no side effects from it. It just feels really nice and freeing. And I think all of you can do it too.
Oh, good. Thank you, Bryan. Thank you. Mark? Yes, you have a...
Hi, I'm Mark, and
Mark.
I'm addicted to lollipops.
Hi, Mark.
Hi,
I'm
Mark.
addicted to lollipops.
Hi.
I've been carrying this shame around for years about lollipop, and this is the first time I have to share it. I've not shared this with anybody before.
Oh, okay.
But my favorites are Tootsie Pops.
Oh,
and,
Tootsie Pops.
And
oh,
I crunched them immediately. I don't flavor them.
Oh,
I feel horrible. I feel horrible about it.
You don't remember the owl? You need 3 licks. 1
Three
One.
licks.
Great. Well, I did it immediately. I couldn't help myself. Just the sound of that crunch was just powerful. What do I do? What do I do? How do I get over this? I dream about this. I have nightmares about the screams of Tootsie Pops being crunched.
Yes. Hey, well, Mark, remember the fourth step. Stay out of 99-cent stores. Do not, because they have a candy aisle and it's full of lollipops.
I would also like to recommend staying in on Halloween.
Staying in, that's good. Thank you, Brian. Good. Don't go out on Halloween.
No, it's bad.
Do we all say thank you, Brian, in unison?
Sure.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you,
All right.
Brian.
All right, Joanna, why don't you share with us?
So my turn. Yay.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. My name is Joanna.
Hi, Joanna.
Hi, Joanna.
Hi. First, I would like to make a motion that we change this group to the Lollipop Guild.
No.
Yeah.
What about the Lollipop Gang?
No.
I like it.
We can't. Sorry, go ahead, Joanna. Go ahead.
Okay. So my addiction started when I was a little girl. My little sister, she was a jerk. And Mom liked her way better than she liked me. And she always gave her lollipops. And I stole them. I stole them because she was a rotten little kid. And then I ate them. I started eating every single one of them before she could get them back. And guess what? I got addicted. I got so addicted, and I realized that I had a problem when I started calling the Walmart employee that works in the candy aisle my dealer.
Oh, no.
And on top of that, I am now immune to sugar highs. I now get sugar lows, which is why I'm a little bit loosey-goosey right now.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm here today for your help, Quinoa. I'm sorry, your name is Joaquin. What am I saying?
Not quinoa, Joaquin. Lynda. Go ahead, Lynda.
Yeah, I'm Joanna's little sister, and I kind of stole her lollipops, but they never really landed in my world. But I kind of got addicted to pretend lollipops, and I like to touch my tongue and pretend like I'm lollipopping.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't there a separate group for that?
That's
Huh?
terrible.
Isn't there a separate group for pretend lollipop addiction?
I know they put me in here. There was nowhere for them to put me.
Well, I have a confession to make. Now that Lynda spoke.
Yeah.
Well, the stolen lollipops Lynda took, she gave them to me.
What? You guys.
She gave them to me. I've just been carrying this burden around for years.
Oh my gosh, you told on me? What's wrong with you?
Confession's good for the soul, and
Yvette, go ahead, Yvette.
Hi, my name is Yvette.
Hi, Yvette.
Hi, Yvette.
Hi, Yvette.
And I'm addicted to lollipops.
Is that a lollipop?
Well, you see, lollipop, lipstick, it starts with an L. So my addiction.
No.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
It smells like peppermint.
No.
No?
You're tempting us.
No.
How can you?
Good idea.
No.
Oh,
and it's look at the color. It's a color of a
weak
lollipop.
Brian,
It smells like a
You're going against
lollipop.
the Bible. It says, "Do not let the weak stumble."
Lisa, go ahead. Say.
I don't want to be here.
What?
I went to the Walmart and I stole all the lollipops, and I got pulled over, and the cops made me come.
Oh,
and I'm addicted to lollipops, but I don't think I am. I don't want to be here.
Your court mandated to be here, then, right?
Yes.
Let me sign your thing.
I don't
belong. Have
here.
the stash.
Lolly denial. She's in lolly denial.
You're in lolly denial.
Because you, Lisa, stole the lollipops, I am resorted to lipstick licking lollipop.
My lollipops. I
Well,
want
Lynda was my private dealer, and I know inside, she gave all of you those stolen lollipops. I know that.
This is terrible.
I know that.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry.
Alternative. This is the alternative, guys.
Listen,
Turning me in.
the sisters of the Rosary who lent us the basement need it now to do a prayer. So let's close up our meeting with our lollipop prayer.
Okay.
Okay, ready? God.
God,
Grant me
grant me
Grant me
the strength
the strength
Strength.
to not suck.
to not
not suck.
suck.
And
How
that's,
about lick?
and that's our support group. Everybody go black. All right. Well, that was a little wild, right? Again, we use your suggestions to create a scene, and that was our scene about being in a support group, being a lollipop. So a lot of fun. All right, let's move on with the show. We're going to have Mark and Lynda and Yvette and Joanna. And here is something that we're going to do, and it's very difficult. This is a difficult, fun game. Okay, so we have two couples. Again, Mark and Lynda, and Yvette and Joanna, and they are going to be doing individual scenes, okay? So those two will be in a scene, and the other couple will be in a scene. They're going to be totally different scenes. They have nothing to do with each other, okay? We're going to get suggestions for them in a moment, but when they're doing their scenes, at some point, the other couple will hear a line of dialogue, a sentence, correct? And they'll snatch it and they'll use it beginning their scene with that sentence. So if one couple says, and I went to the store, the other team will raise their hand, that team will stop talking, and the other team will start with, and then I went to the store, right? And it won't be about what they were talking about. It'll be something totally different. Whatever suggestion they got, they're going to continue that scene with that. So it's going to go back and forth. We call this last line because it's the last line of the scene you heard, and it begins your scene. So your scene is the first line that you just got, which is the last line. I know it sounds complicated. It is complicated, but a lot of fun. So for Mark and Lynda, for these two, let's get them occupation. Astronaut. Very good. Since we have what is it, 4 or 5 Americans going to space for the first time. Very interesting. So their scene will be about astronaut. And for Joanna and Yvette, oh, I'm sorry, for Joanna and Yvette, yes. For these two, let's see, a relationship. The roommates. Okay. But they're dating the same guy. So the roommates, they're dating the same guy. Lynda and Mark are astronauts, or it's about astronauts. Sometimes it doesn't have to be, they don't have to be the astronauts. We don't know. Okay. And they're going to be grabbing the last line and starting their own scene with that line. So to start, Mark and Lynda will start, and then Joanna and Yvette will catch that line and start their scene. And this is last line.
So Lynda, do you think we got that gang of astronauts prepared? I mean, they're civilians, they're each 80 years old. I mean, what is NASA thinking? What is NASA thinking sending 80-year-old people into space?
I think it's a great idea myself. I mean, listen, hey, I'm 80 and I get to go and orbit the Earth and maybe one last hurrah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I got chosen today.
Well, are you having a late in life crisis, not a midlife crisis?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's my midlife, late in life tour rendezvous and orbit around the Earth.
Total life crisis.
Total life crisis I'm having right now, roommate. I mean, I'm dating this astronaut. His name is Mark, and wow, like.
Whoa. You're dating an astronaut by the name of Mark. Tall, handsome,
Yeah, yeah,
Girl,
exactly.
that is my boyfriend. What are you thinking?
No, 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 no.
What are you thinking?
I love-
80-year-old people can orbit. I mean, you're dating younger girls. What the heck? I can orbit.
Well, they send me into orbit.
I guess they do. But that's not the same orbit. That's a different orbit. I'm in the orbit like physical.
You have your orbit, I have mine, and I sound like we're both very happy.
Okay, well, will you stay focused while we're here, while I'm up in the rocket?
I'm very focused. I know who I'm coming back home to when we land again.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay. So I'm gonna, let's just rehearse that countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Are you gonna press the button so that the rocket will go up?
Why do I want to go into your orbit when I'm perfectly happy in mine?
Oh my goodness. We have to do this together. We're a team, Mark. We're a team.
Oh my goodness, we have to do this together. We are a team. Okay, you have to break up with him so that I can have him. We got to work together on this, okay? We can't both date the same guy.
Oh, yes, we can date the same guy. I mean, he is like orbits around you and me so well that, you know what, we don't even know that we're dating the same guy. So, you know what? And he's like a rocket ship. I mean, he just has the stamina and he goes.
I do not share anything with anybody. I am nobody's second choice.
I am nobody's second choice. Did you know that? I'm going to be up there orbiting while you're down here on Earth, hopefully paying attention to the rocket and what it's going, what we're going up there to, which is to find Martians. And what the heck?
Hold on. You want to date Martians? Is that why you go?
know.
You spend all this money and training. You have a thing for Martians?
Listen, I wanted to have a family with this guy. I mean, I want to have Martians with him, like these little cute little Martian babies with him. Okay, so
girl, you're a mess. You are weird. I just want to date the guy so that I can show my friends, hey, I got a hot boyfriend. It's a lot more normal than wanting Martian babies.
So this is very normal. This is a totally normal situation without having Martian babies.
I'm not trying to have Martian babies. I'm 80 years old. How can that happen? That's not happening. I just want to get up there and
I have it on good information. Their technology is amazing.
Well,
even for reproduction, prepare to be surprised.
Their technology. Let's talk about the technology up there. I heard they have three eyes. Three eyes. Isn't that great?
Well, then I can keep both eyes on both my ladies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
you're still talking about.
Oh my goodness. Like, I mean, seriously, what is wrong with you, Yvette?
Joanne, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, he is able to orbit around us. Even though he's old, I mean, his technology works. And, it obviously works for both of us.
And scene. That's a good place to cut the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, that was amazing. As you can see how difficult it is to grab a line from the other actor and use it in your scene and drive your scene forward. Amazing stuff, amazing acting, amazing actors. Again, all made up on the spot. None of this was rehearsed. This was all on the spot, made up today for you with using your suggestions. And that's what's fun about it. And that's what's fun about in this class is that you learn these techniques. You learn a foundation of these techniques, and then you use these techniques in improv. So again, we'll talk more about that later. Next up is, of course, our final game, and it's a fun game, and the whole cast will be involved. Now, it's called 185, and it's in the vein of stand-up comedy, one-liners. For example, Henny Youngman. I know a lot of you maybe don't know who Henny Youngman is, but Ronnie Dangerfield, another guy who does one-liners. Bob Hope. There's a lot of people who use one-liners in comedy, and that's what we're doing. It's kind of a stand-up line of all these actors, and they come up one at a time using your suggestions. You are going to give us a suggestion. We don't know what you're going to give us, and what we say is it's called 185. So 185 ducks walk into a bar. A bartender says, we don't serve ducks here. And the ducks say, why? You think we can't pay the bill? That's, hey, that's what we're talking about. But we're going to be using all kinds of things. And that's how we'll end our show. So first, let's get all the actors to put on their cameras and their mics. Okay. All right. So from the audience, give us a household object. We'll try that first. Give us a household object. Bug spray. All right. Let's see how this works out. All right. So bug spray, and this is called 185.
Okay.
Ah, go Mark.
185 bug sprays walked into the bar, and the bartender said, we don't serve bug sprays here. And the 185 bug sprays say, you just poisoned the atmosphere.
Hey, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. Oh, Joanna, go.
185 bug sprays walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve bug sprays here. And the bug spray says, well, you really tick me off.
Hey, yeah.
Whoa.
Lily, go ahead.
185 bug sprays walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve bug sprays here. The bug sprays say, well, I guess we'll just fly on out of here then.
Nice.
Oh,
Lynda.
180 bug sprays walk into the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve bug sprays. And the bug spray says, let's exterminate her then.
Oh. Joanne Peterson.
Am I on right now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. 185 bug sprays walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve bug sprays here. And they said, well, ain't that a very good way to treat your customers.
Yes, yeah, we did it. All right, let's move on. Let's try umbrella. 105 umbrellas. Ah, Lisa.
185 umbrellas walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve umbrellas here. And the umbrella says, you're raining on my parade.
Hey! 185 umbrellas walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve umbrellas here. And the umbrellas say, well, I thought you served people rain or shine. Anyone else? Mark, yes.
Yeah, 185 umbrellas walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve umbrellas here. And the umbrella said, time to fold up and move on.
Oh, Joanna, yes.
185 umbrellas walk into the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve umbrellas here. And the umbrellas say, I just wanted to wet my whistle.
Hey!
Oh!
185 umbrellas walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve umbrellas here. And the umbrellas say, why? Because we were singing in the rain?
Hey!
Bryan, go.
185 umbrellas walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve umbrellas here. The umbrellas say, don't worry about it. Just let it roll off your back.
Something in a doctor's office.
Stethoscope?
Let's get it from the peanut gallery. Needle. Perfect. Needle. The word is needle. Anybody can go. Go.
Right.
Mark, yes.
185 needles walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve needles here. And the needles say, stick it to them, boys.
185 needles walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve needles here. And they do say, but all we wanted was a shot. Bryan, yes. Did you have one, Bryan?
Oh, no. Not yet.
Okay. Yes, Lisa.
185 needles walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve needles here. And the needles say, well, I really wanted to stick around.
Yes. Joanne Peterson.
185 needles walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve needles around here. And the needle said, ouch, that hurt.
Lynda, yes.
185 needles walk into the bar. Bartender says, we don't serve needles. And the needles said, well, shoot.
185 needles walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve needles here. The needles say, we don't care. Fill her up.
Oh, Yvette.
185 needles walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve needles here. And the needles say, just serve me a Bloody Mary then.
Oh, yes, Lily.
185 needles walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve needles here. The needles say, well, I guess there's no point in sticking around then.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
All right, Mark, last one for this.
All right, 185 needles walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve needles here. And the needles say, sir, that was a cheap jab.
Oh, all right, moving on. How about an occupation? Give us an occupation. Grave digger. Nice.
What is it?
Grave digger. Grave digger, dig graves.
Ah, that's a wow.
Ah, yes, Joanna.
That's deep. That's deep.
Joanna.
185 grave diggers walk into the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve grave diggers here. And the grave digger says, you're killing me, Smalls.
Hey, Bryan.
185 grave diggers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve grave diggers here. The grave diggers say, you're really digging yourself a hole.
Joanne.
185 grave diggers walk into the bar. 185 grave diggers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve grave diggers here. And the grave digger said, nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Hey, 185 grave diggers walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve grave diggers here. And the grave diggers say, you're dead.
Oh.
Yes, Mark.
185 grave diggers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve grave diggers here. And the grave diggers in unison chant, we ain't got nobody. We ain't got nobody. We ain't got nobody.
Okay, one more. Let's see. Another occupation. One more occupation in the grocer. All right, grocer. Somebody who works at a grocery store. Hey.
185 grocers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve grocers here. The what were they?
Grocers.
The grocers say, you're about to get canned.
Hey.
Oh.
Yes, Joanna.
185 grocers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve grocers here. And the grocer says, I just came in to check you out.
Hey, 185 grocers walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve grocers here. And the grocers say, but I thought this was Ralph's. All right, who's next? Anybody next? All right, everybody go black. That's our show. Thank you very much tonight. Now, first, we're going to bring up each actor to give them a round of applause. You can do it in the chat. You can do it on your screen with your emotions. But give a round of applause to our very talented Lily Buchanan. Thank you, Lily. Next up, the biggest gentleman we know, Mark Galbraith. Mark. Oh, just a flash of, there he is, Mark. All right. Next up, Yvette Jones. Hey. All right, next up, very talented Joanna Lower. Great. Next up, Lisa Manero. Hey. Next up, Bryan McClure. Yes, thank you, Bryan. And again, Lynda Stein, last but not least. Yes. Of course, we'd like to thank you, Lynda, our producer, Susan Shearer, and of course, me, Joaquin Garay III. Thank you. Yes, right here. Now, I want you to know that it's all brought to you by Inspiring Actors Improv Group and Working Actors Improv Theater and School at the Hudson in Hollywood. If you're interested in improv, we'd love to have you join us online or live at our schools. Again, thank you, audience, for coming. We're going to play a little music on the way out. And again, it's been our pleasure